I love a steak on a grill, and when we're using this outdoor oven, it's just incredible. So I'm gonna make some maitre d' butter to go on our steak. So what I'm gonna do first is chop up some herbs. Now this is not just a simple maitre d' butter, it's just a delicious one with bacon and blue cheese. Both play really, really well with this lovely cleave. Okay, so let's strip down maybe 4 little stems, and then I'm gonna take some parsley. Just a nice little Italian parsley. You can use curly if that's what you have. And then I want to take some fresh basil, and I love to use basil. It's probably my favorite herb of all time, and we grow so much of it here because we use so much of it. I love it with chicken in butter, and I love it with steak. Of course, pesto, you just can't go wrong. All right, I think that's probably enough. Now I just want to chop that up really pretty coarsely, but I don't want it in hunks. I don't want it super fine, but I also don't want it really, really big. That ought to do it. Now I'm going to take that and put it right down in my butter, and this is really nice and softened. Now make sure that your butter is at room temperature. And this is just a nice fried bacon that's crispy and delicious, and I just want to rough chop through that as well, about the same size as my herbs. Now mine is cold because I got it ready last night. If it's warm, it's going to be nice and crispy and just fall right apart for you. But you can always do this the night before, and you can do the butter a couple of days before, so that you get that nice and ready. And I don't think I'm going to use quite all of that. I'm going to use about half. All right, now I want to add a little bit of salt because I'm using an unsalted butter. If you use a salted butter, there's no need to add salt, but you always can just adjust it to whatever you like. Remember, the bacon also has a little bit of salt. And then I want to put in some freshly chopped garlic, just about a clove. I'm just going to mix that through. Just like that. Make it nice and evenly mixed before you put in the blue cheese, because you want that blue cheese to be really crumbly in this. You don't want to turn the butter gray. And when you have a nicely striped blue cheese, nicely marbled, it will turn your butter really gray if you mix it up too much. So let's just crumble that up. Oh yeah. Now I just want to move this to the side, and then I'm going to pull out a piece of wax paper, and I just want to dump that on the wax paper, because what we're going to do is make a nice little log that we refrigerate, and then we have a nice slice of butter that we can put on our steak. So I'm just going to roll this up. Kind of pull it back. You want to shape it a little bit, try to get the air out, and then just roll it up like this. There we go. And make it nice and twist it, and then stick that in the refrigerator while you grill your steaks, so that when it comes out, it's nice and solid, and that way when you put it on the hot steak, it just beautifully melts. I am a gal who likes to put a lot of flavor in things. So when I season my steak, I mix up a little bit of dill seed, a little bit of coarse kosher salt, some coarsely ground black pepper, a little garlic powder, and a little onion powder. So these are incredible steaks that come right off of that. Oh, it's just awesome. Now what I want to do is plate this with a little potato and some broccoli. That's one of my favorite combinations. And then I'm going to take this butter, and I just want to do a nice thick slice and put it right on top, and it will melt down over this steak as it rests there, and it is incredible. So I'm serving this beautiful meal with this cleave, this beautiful Philip Carter wine, and this is a combination, a blend of Tannant and Petite Verdot. It's very jammy, and it's delicate at the same time. Really, really beautiful. It goes so well with steak, and it goes incredibly well with blue cheese. That's why I thought I'd pair these two up. It's just so tasty, and I know you're going to love it.